If you're stuck at 4.5K a month with your SMMA, watch this, please. Do this before anything. So you're usually probably in this situation where you're hovering around 3 to 5K a month, but you're basically stuck at 4.5K a month. You have clients and results, but income is basically inconsistent, and you feel like you're working all day, but not necessarily really moving forward. So in this video, I'm basically going to show you why you're stuck at 4.5K every single month and the exact moves to hit 10K plus months without destroying your sanity. So before we get into that, my name is Pedro Millán. I literally own 2 social media marketing agencies, which both make multiple 6 figures every single year. We have more than 68 million views within all the content that we make, on top of literally more than 100 appointments booked, and we have a Grammy to our name. So let's get back into the video. So why 4.5K months feels so hard? So you're basically still in freelancer mode, not necessarily in business owner mode. And I say that because revenue usually depends on you personally, meaning that you're doing the outreach, you're doing the editing, you're doing the client calls, you're doing service delivery, you're literally doing everything. And it's ridiculous because you're off, and on top of that, your offer is too vague. Like, I do marketing, I do ads, I do content instead of just one clear outcome. And then you don't have a clear pipeline. Essentially, leads are random, a referral here or a referral there, and then essentially a DM here, a DM there. So what I want you to do from this video on, is essentially have a different mindset shift, right? So it's essentially from doing marketing to selling one outcome-based result, okay? So one niche, one main outcome. So an example would be, we help realtors get more qualified buyer-seller appointments using short-form content and DMs. And stop selling tasks, essentially like ads or editing or anything, and just start selling appointments, leads, calls, and deals, pretty much. This essentially makes pricing easier and client conversions much clearer as well. So let's go into the steps as far as like how to like tighten everything, so that way you can actually start making money online with your SMMA. So the first thing is step 1, which essentially it's tighten your offer and pricing. So I want you to essentially audit your current client list, because if you're making 4.5K, you probably have 2, 3, maybe 4 clients, and basically audit the clients who pay you the most and is easy to work with. And that's essentially your real niche. And I want you to repackage that into 1 to 2 offers max, essentially a core retainer with a clear promise. Example, which would be like X amount of short form videos plus a DM system, which leads to calls per month, or raising a new client pricing situation, which is essentially moving away from random 500 a month retainers to like 1 to 2K per account. The next step is that I want you to build a warm outreach system, not just hope and referrals. I want you to make a list of your warm contacts that you basically have on your phone, on your emails, past leads, current followers, following people that are following your content, and essentially old co-workers and clients. And from there, you're going to essentially develop a DM framework, which you're going to basically say, hey, what's up, man? I'm helping blank niche get specific result. If I mapped out a content and DM plan, or a Facebook ads plan and DM plan, and edited your first batch of videos so you can test it, would you want to see it? More often than not, people are going to say yes. So then from there, you would essentially have a goal essentially to close 2 to 4 better paying clients in the next 30 days to replace low ticket ones, if that makes sense. Next, step 3, you're essentially going to use micro triggers, essentially content to essentially start daily conversations. So essentially they would be like posting short, punchy pieces with a comment, keyword, call to action. For example, like, agents want 10 real scripts that turn views into buyer DMs. Comment the word scripts and I'll send it to you. Then run our framework that we use on a consistent basis, which is essentially the LCR framework, which is lead magnet connection recommendation. Lead magnet would essentially be sending the dang thing, right? Connection would be essentially asking one question in the prompt about their current situation. And the recommendation would be essentially to invite them to a quick call once you have a back and forth of 3 to 5 messages, right? That already gives you a steady flow of warm leads coming in, especially in not just basically focusing on random spikes, if that makes sense. Then step 4 is essentially simplifying your delivery so every client is in chaos. So essentially it standardizes your ability to improve your onboarding calls structure, your content framework being your frequently asked questions, your myths, your stories, your trends, etc., greens, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, your editing style and templates, and you remove your energy links, like anything from no extra fee services, and don't customize everything for a client, etc. And your only aim is essentially to each new client adds revenue, not stress. Does that make sense? Each client adds revenue, not stress. And then step 5 is essentially turning clients into a referral engine, which you make referrals part of your system. So literally, like, anybody who signs with you, like after you do a referral situation with them, gets X amount of dollars off for an additional service that you get to add as well. And you ask intentionally once they've seen wins for their stuff already. So I want you to think in their office, in their wheelhouse, in their sphere of influence. I want you to make them ask the question, who's one person in their office or circle or sphere of influence that would actually love this too? And this essentially stacks upon warm outreach and content to basically push you past 4.5K a month to 10K a month. And then step 6, essentially start delegating the right task. At literally 4.5K a month on average, the first hires are essentially your video editor or a creative manager, on top of your VA, your virtual assistant, to basically handle uploads, basic client comms, and tracking. This essentially frees you from taking sales calls, creating better content, and improving your offer and systems. The point here that I'm trying to make is that you can't get to 10K if you're still doing every tiny task. I'll be honest with you. But I hope you enjoyed that video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the video more so than anything else. On top of that, if you're looking to actually start an SMMA, whatever SMMA that you're basically trying to look towards, or at least try to create in the future, to make a 6-figure income, literally click the first link in description, because we basically have a course, coaching program, and a community where you can basically learn how to do that in less than 90 days. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.